Hi YouTube, how are you doing? And welcome back to Phasmophobia. The developers have done something crazy. They have completely changed one of the most important systems in the game, and they didn't basically inform anyone about this. They put a little note about it in one of the hotfix patch notes for like patch 9.09 or something. It was completely hidden, and it is one of the biggest changes we've seen because it completely removed the existing sanity system and put in a new system that is, in my opinion, way better than the previous system. So in this video, I want to talk about it. How does the new system works? It doesn't really change that much for you gameplay wise, but it's good to know because now we can finally understand exactly how the sanity system works, which has been basically a mystery for as long as the game has been out, and I really hope you enjoy. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. But let's not waste any more time. Let's hop into the game. Let's go. Alrighty, so the difficulty we're playing on is nightmare mode plus obviously the sanity screen, so we can do some testing with it and explain it. Now I'll start off by explaining the old system, which honestly I don't really understand the old system, because the way it worked is that it would like dynamically calculate how much light was hitting each player at any moment. So if you were in a room, it would calculate how far you were from the light, and if there was another room next to you and that also had a light turned on, it would calculate how much of that is hitting you. If you had a candle, it would add all these numbers up, and based on that amount, it would either set your sanity drain to 0 or something between 0 and 100, which was extremely confusing, and in my opinion, it didn't work all that well, because in most of the rooms, even if the light was on, you would still be draining sanity. But now with this new system, they have done an incredible change. Instead of making this really convoluted, confusing system that was super punishing, they have made it super simple. I'll show you right here how this new system works. But first of all, we got to turn on the breaker, because as soon as the lights are off, your sanity drain is set to 100%. And that's the same for every ghost. Your sanity drain doesn't matter which ghost it is. But if you have the breaker on and you turn on a light, magic happens. As soon as I turn on this light in this room, this entire room is now a sanity safe zone. If I am in a room that has the main light turned on, if you're within the confines of that room, your sanity does not drain at all, which is how most people probably assumed the old system worked, but it didn't at all. In the old system, let's say that we have a room like this, the living room. If we have a living room, if I'm standing right here, I am very far away from the light. So if I was standing out here, I would probably still be draining around like 50% of my sanity or something crazy. You would only really prevent all your sanity from draining if you were right below the light, which is very counterintuitive and extremely weird, but that was like the effect of this dynamically calculated system. And if you have been a veteran Phasmo player, you know that in a lot of maps there were bugs all the time. For example, Grafton, even if the lights were on, you would usually still be draining sanity, and they had to constantly tweak the system to make it just right, and it just wasn't scalable at all. So now with this new system, if I turn on that light, no matter where I am in the room, my sanity will be locked at whatever it's at. Only ghost events or ghost abilities, such as this shit right here. Hello, sir. That was not a phantom, by the way, because the ghost was still in the picture. We'll be able to... This ghost is like, pay attention to me! Stop talking about stuff! That was still... Oh, it touched this door. It is... So, by the way, so a light like this, as far as I know, we're going to do some testing during this video, but they were specifically talking about the main light of the room. And the main light of a room is always going to be the light switch in that room. I'm assuming that having a light like this turned on won't prevent your sanity from draining, but we can do a little test with that. It just depends on what our sanity is right now, because that would be like the system seems extremely easy to understand, right? If the light the main light in a room is on, you don't lose any sanity. Otherwise, you lose complete sanity. This is probably because of the ghost event, so we're at 86. Now, they've also said in this changelog that for rooms that are extremely big, such as the gymnasium in the school, or the hallways in Sunny Meadows, or maybe the basement in Tanglewood, like we're gonna have to do some testing. What is considered a large room? A large room that doesn't have a lot of light, if you turn on the light, you will drain 80%, or let me quickly look this up. I don't want to say anything wrong. Okay, so here we go. Straight from the patch notes. The sanity system has been replaced, and by the way, this is done to increase CPU performance, because obviously, as you can understand, the old system with like the dynamic calculation for each and every player with all the light sources was taking a lot of effort on the CPU's part, and now they have replaced that with a simple switch, like way easier. So sanity is no longer based on the light around the player. On the light. Wait, huh? This is so... Sanity is no longer based on the light around, will now stop draining if the main room light is on. What is this on the... Huh? Sorry, the spelling here is terrible. Sanity is no longer based on the light around the player, and the sanity will now stop draining if the main room light is on. Okay, thank you. There we go. I had to rephrase that. And then below this, large rooms with a lot of darkness, for example, Sunny Meadows hallways, will drain 80% of the sanity drain rate if the room light is on. Look at the way this is phrased. Large rooms with a lot of dark areas will drain 80% sanity of the sanity drain rate if the room light is on. The devs need to have some... I don't know what happened with the grammatical mistakes there. But anyway, that's also so funny to me. They just completely changed the entire system and then write like a poorly written patch notes about it. Like, what the hell is going on here? You changed one of the most important mechanics in the entire game. And it's... Oh, we got EMF 5. And it's not even clearly explained. So that's why I exist, I guess. So yeah, if the main light is on, in a small room, you do not drain any sanity. If it's a big room, you drain 80% of the sanity, which is a huge amount. So you only prevent 20% of your sanity from draining if you're in a big room, which before you would have zero prevention. It would, if you were in a room like Sunny Meadows hallway, no matter where you were, even if the lights were on, it wouldn't prevent your sanity from draining at all. So I guess this is a way better change overall. But we're gonna have to do some testing. So let's see. While we're figuring out this ghost, let's check our sanity and take note of what it is. It is currently 83. Let's see, it bounced around a few times. 80, yeah, around 83, 86, between that. We're gonna grab this. You know what? Let's just boop it up to 100. So we know that we're at a full 100% sanity. And then we'll turn off the main, or let's first have the light on, just so we can see if it actually is working as intended. Because if the Phasmo devs, if you learn anything about Phasmophobia, is that if you think something should be working, or it's said that it works in the patch note, that does not mean at all that it actually functions as intended. So we're gonna stand around in this room for... Let's actually get a little bit away from the ghost so we don't get baited. We're gonna stand in this room for 2 minutes. I'm gonna skip that for you, YouTube, and then we'll see exactly how much of our sanity is drained. No, you ruined it. Okay, well, that's annoying. That we had a timer and everything. What are you doing out here? You're supposed to be there. We went specifically far away from the ghost to have a controlled testing environment, you piece of garbage. Okay, well, that should have drained our sanity probably by around 10%. But as you can see, we've basically made it. 2 minutes. Let's quickly check how. So it should be at around 90 if that prevented our sanity from draining. Unless this is an Oni, in which case we'll be down to 80%. We're gonna find out. We are exactly at 90% sanity. So, pretty much completely, because in 2 minutes, my sanity on nightmare mode would have had to drain quite a bit. So it completely locked my sanity, and the only drop was from that ghost event right there, which hit me straight in the face. Okay, so now I am super curious. I don't know if we're going to be able to test this because the ghost might be very annoying, but I hope it will be possible. I really want to know. So obviously, if you're in a small room and the main light is on, it prevents your sanity from draining. But what about a room like this? If I turn off the main light, but I have a small light right here, will that prevent my sanity? That's my question. So let's start the timer now. Wait for 2 minutes and see. All right, I'm gonna leave. We haven't had a ghost event. I'm gonna leave so we don't get like a sneaky ghost event right at the end. So that's 2 minutes. Let's see. Wait, and you can see I took a sanity pill right before that. I drained 15% sanity during those 2 minutes. So even if you're standing in the lights, your sanity does not at all get prevented by any light except the main light. That is already great science. I needed to know that. So yeah, you really do have to turn on the main light, which means that if you're dealing with an angry mayor or some kind of ghost that breaks the lights, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble, because as soon as that main light is broken, you're in like, you cannot prevent your sanity from draining while you're in that room. Now I need to test this as well. Another thing I have to test is this still the case? If you place the sound sensor, does it show you the room, or does it not do that anymore? Because it used to do that, but they've obviously changed this the sound sensors completely. Let me quickly pay attention. Does it say it up here? It does not. Oh no, it does. Foyer. Okay, so there you go. Now obviously with the, so if you turn on the main light, your sanity gets prevented while you're in that room. What's really important then, sorry, I should pause the timer so we don't go crazy, is what is the room? What, like, some rooms aren't very clear. For example, the living room, where does the living room end? Where does the foyer start? It's kind of confusing. You can use sound sensors to know where you're at. If I'm standing right here, is this part of the foyer? Is this part of this room? Is this part of the living room? I have no idea, but we can find out by placing a sound sensor right there and then looking over here what room it says in the text above the sound sensor. So that room is the living room. So everything there is probably all included in the living room. So if you're ever confused about, I'm obviously not going to be testing out every single room here in this video. We're going to be playing on some big maps as well to test out that 80% sanity drain. But yeah, if you're ever wondering what part of a room, like which area is part of which room, you can just place a sound sensor, which will help you out that way. Now, we still need to figure out what this ghost is. So let's just, I'm going to quickly close this timer, and then we're going to play the game, because we also need to actually figure out what this ghost is. We already had EMF 5, right? Yeah, EMF 5. I'm gonna say it is 100% not a shade, because we got a ghost event at 100%, which seems very unlikely. Now, I'm also gonna say it's not an Oni, because if we had a ghost event, it should drain our sanity by 20%, which it didn't, because Onis have way more aggressive sanity drain. It's probably not writing. Maybe it's freezing out here. I love this game. I'm so happy with the system, by the way. When I read that in the patch notes, I was like, I can't believe you guys are hiding this in, like, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just, they just randomly decided to change this entire system. Because they've been trying to make the old system work for so long, and it just hasn't really worked out. And they finally accepted that they had to change the way it works. But the gist of it is, like, the TLDR, keep the light on, which is similar to how the old system used to work. However, now you're way more rewarded for actually keeping the light on. Like, you're just preventing any and all sanity drain, which is a really powerful thing to be doing. Because if I'm telling you this, if you are a new player, keeping your sanity under control is probably the most important thing to learn early on. Even more important than knowing how to hide, because if you can control your sanity, you'll never have to hide, because you'll never get a hunt. Now, probably you'll have to hide, so it's good to just learn both of these things at the same time. But if you could choose, I would probably choose just, like, not ever getting a hunt, because it's it keeps you completely safe. Now, this doesn't, obviously hunts are very useful as well. I don't think it's freezing. Hunts are very useful in some situations. So it's not freezing, and it's not ghost orbs, which doesn't do anything. Let's quickly try spirit box. It's not UV, because fuck the giggle. A lot of ghosts have special abilities that they can show you during a hunt, which is really useful. Where's my spirit box? There it is. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Why isn't it hearing me? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? There we go. Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? If you've ever had that the spirit box stops responding to you, by the way, you might be using Windows voice recognition. There's also Vosk, which doesn't have this problem, but I like to use Windows because it's way more easy to get the spirit box to understand you. You have to press the Windows key twice in order to fix something like that. Just click the Windows key twice, keep talking, and it should work. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Well, it's definitely working. All right, we got Spirit Wraith and the twins. It could very much be the twins, because that would explain what you saw how long that took. Indeed, with the tier 3 spirit box, getting a spirit box response can still be an absolute struggle. I will also do some testing with the candles. They've changed the candles, if you don't know. The candles used to prevent, let me just grab this, a smudge stick, used to prevent all of your sanity drain. It's crazy how much they've nerfed the candles in this last update. It's actually insane. They've literally just made, even the tier 3 candle is worse than the built-in candle we used to have before the update. So the candle has gotten a major nerf. But basically, if you used to hold a candle, it will prevent all your sanity from draining at all times. Now that's no longer the case. The tier 1 candle only prevents, what is it, 30% or something? Like very low, like 20 to 30% of your sanity, which is like pathetic. And then the tier 2 is slightly higher, like something like 40. And then the tier 3 is 66% of your sanity. So even with the tier 3 candle, you will have to like keep the lights on to actually prevent your sanity from draining. So pretty much for preserving your sanity, I'm telling you, candles have become almost entirely useless in my opinion. They used to be insanely strong, but that's no longer the case. As I say, keep the lights on and you'll be a happy gamer. We're gonna want to trigger a hunt here though, because we can figure out twins and wraith based on that. Touching the door, because we're playing nightmare mode, so we're only gonna get 2 evidence here. Can I please get a hunt? Is it actually, wait a minute, I have a crucifix in there, right? It's gonna prevent the hunt. So let me get this crucifix out of here. I will do an overall summary of all our findings during this video at the end as well. So you can just like chill and like maybe do some, I don't know, do some other stuff on the side. Don't worry about paying 100% attention at all times. I know that can be a little overwhelming. Okay. It's definitely normal speed? Is it a wraith? Wait a minute, maybe it's just a wraith. That would also explain. Oh, it's just a wraith. Look, it's gonna walk on the salt and not step on it at all. Smudge it. Run! I'm scared. The tier 3 incense can be really nice, but it's also can get you killed sometimes. So yeah, obviously a wraith. This is such a big nerf to wraith, by the way, that you can now figure out if it's a wraith. While like during a hunt, instead of having to place the salt in the ghost room. Another thing, like the system sounds so simple, right? The new system, keep the lights on and you don't drain any sanity. However, there's obviously so many edge cases like this light. We have just figured out that that doesn't count. Another thing I need to figure out during a hunt, does that count? If you have the light on in a room during a hunt, does it prevent your sanity from draining? That's going to be a test we'll have to do for the next round here, because obviously we figured out it's a wraith here. And then we need to figure out, wait, yeah, we'll go back to Tanglewood again, just to test the basement as well. I quickly want to see if the basement is a proper, 1400 by the way, is a proper, like a small room. Like what is the border? Like, what is considered a big room? Like obviously something like a hallway would be considered a big room, or as they said, the Sunny Meadows hallways, but something like the chapel in Sunny Meadows, I would say is extremely well lit. So you would assume that it doesn't count as a dark room, but it might. We're gonna have to do some testing. First of all, obviously this is going to be even more important now, because before you would also be rewarded for turning on the breaker and turning on some lights, but it wouldn't nearly be as good as it is now. You really have to be paying very close attention to your breaker, turning on the lights as much as possible at all times. Now, I think we're going to start off just by sitting here for 2 minutes to test. I'm going to sit in the darkest part of this room, like maybe, I don't know, in this corner right here. Let's see. We're going to sit in the dark corner and see if our sanity still gets prevented. Alrighty, 2 minutes have passed. Let's pause that timer and let's see. Run out of here. Okay, we're gonna be in the dark for a little bit, and we were obviously in the dark for the start, but we didn't get a ghost event, so our sanity, if it works, which I'm gonna, wow, that is insane. That is actually incredible, dude. In the old system, I would have gone fucked right there. I would have gotten absolutely destroyed. I sat in a dark corner of the basement of Tanglewood and I didn't drop a single % of sanity. Like, that's why I'm saying this is such a massive change that they just like hid in a patch, like a small hotfix patch note somewhere. But it's amazing. It's so much better. Like, that is incredible. Okay, well, we know that. Let's reset this timer. We're gonna start this ghost, or let's piss this ghost off. Drop our stuff, grab a smudge stick, because now what I want to test, we're gonna take a sanity. Can we take a sanity? I guess we can take a sanity pill with us. I want to see how much sanity do I drain. I should actually not take a sanity pill with me during a hunt, because I remember during a hunt you would basically just lose sanity like normal, even if you were in a lit room. However, with this new system, it might be a lot more forgiving. This is all very important intel for if you want to like plan your hunts very well. We have a hiding spot in the basement, right? Our cursed possession. Oh, it's gonna be a little annoying because our cursed possession is the voodoo doll. You know what? I'm gonna drop this and I'm gonna take 2 sanity pills with me. This might be a little tricky because I can't really trigger a hunt without losing sanity. I'm gonna take 2 sanity pills. We're at 100 now, and then we're gonna bring the voodoo doll down into the basement. Hopefully, we would really hope to get a first spin hard pin, because a normal, we can just count, right? Wait a minute, we can just drop our sanity off. Oh, we can't take this right now. I can take 1 pin, pull 1 pin. Hopefully it won't be the hard pin. Thank you. This should drain our that should have drained our sanity by 5. Okay, so now we're at 100%. Every pin we pull that isn't a hard pin reduces our sanity by 5. Every hard pin, or only the 1 hard pin, will reduce our sanity by 10. So we can literally just count it. So let's see. 1, 2, that's 10. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god. 7, 8. Okay, there we go. 8 pins. With the last one being the hard pin, that should be 45% sanity. So we drained 45% sanity with the thing. So if after this hunt, we also need to try this in an area where the ghost is actively flicking the lights, because I would assume that this still prevents my sanity from draining. But maybe if the ghost is like glitching out the light source, it's not gonna work. But that's why we're doing testing. That's why we're testing out the new system. So yeah, we should be at 55 if all's correct. We're just gonna wait out this hunt. I'm not gonna get out of this hiding spot because you never know. Brainless Bambi, thank you for the 29. There you go. The lights turn off. That means the hunt stopped. That's how you can always tell it. They've also made it so that if a crucifix gets used, the lights turn off, which is actually not intended. That is a bug, but it is currently how the game works. All right, let's see. So if there's no fishy business going on, we should be at 55. We are exactly at 55. So obviously, I mean, that's a pretty obvious test, but these are the edge cases that you have to try out because you never know. So we didn't drain any sanity sitting in a light during a hunt. That's a good one. Now we're going to do the same test. We'll first have to wait until we get a hunt. So I guess let's just get some evidence. Let's play a little bit normal. And then once we get into hunting territory, we're going to do the blinky lights test later. I think it's just literally in the same room as last game. Wasn't the last game also in this room? I'll get rid of this. It's not or look at this thing. There's like this weird what? Wait, what was that? Was that Mare? Wait. Oh! What? Wait, I'm hiding. I'm hiding down here. What the fuck just happened? Is it an early hunting ghost? I'm gonna try and preserve my sanity by being down here. This is so huge, man. If you can, like, reliably preserve your sanity during a hunt by knowing, like, how the sanity system works, you can do way more accurate tests for early hunting ghosts. Because a problem that I often have with early hunting ghosts is that you'll get a hunt right above 50, like 52% or something, and then during the hunt your sanity will drain below 50, and then you go out, you check the truck, and then you don't know, like, was I above 50, was I already below 50 before the hunt started, and it just becomes this confusing game. But you no longer have to worry about that if we figure out the sanity system completely. So we should still, obviously we're running through the dark right now, but we should still be above 50 unless we were like, I mean, maybe we'll be right at 49. Let's see. Was that an early hunting ghost, or is there something else going on? Maybe it was actually a mare. We are indeed. Look at that, dude. That is amazing. So we are above 50%, 52%, which is early hunting. I assume here, at least. I mean, it doesn't even drop below 40. Like, it never shows 49 here. So I'm assuming it has to be an early hunting ghost. So we're gonna rule out everything that can't early hunt. Revenant, Shade, Yurei, Oni can't. Yokai could. I was talking maybe a little bit twins. They could. Dio can't. Dio can only hunt at 40, actually. You guys. And then, so these are the ghosts that can all early hunt, mimic turning into any of those. I might have seen a mare ability there, but we'll see. Let's grab some more tools and put them in there. Mika, thank you for the 18. Yeah, let's play normal, and the ghost immediately hunts. This is... You do have to... You want to turn on the lights. This means that you really want to turn on the lights in the room that you're going to hide in, which is like an additional bit of planning that you can do now. Like, I love those things that allow skilled players to show that they really understand the game mechanics of Phasmo. So this is another thing that you can use to your advantage to try and prevent, because like a lot of the time you'll get into these situations where you just get absolutely chain hunted by a crazy ghost. And that's also because when you get hunted, you'll hide in the dark, which will then drain your sanity even more, which will then make the next hunt way quicker, etc., etc. But that's no longer a problem. If you just turn on the light in the room you're gonna hide in. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? There was orbs. No, look at this. There's some weird bug in this room. You see that thing in the middle? I don't know what that is, but that is my cursor. My cursor looks like orbs. Like, I don't know why. That is not actually an orb. That's just me. You can fool your friends with this. You can just pretend that there's an orb. So yeah, don't get trolled by that. Now, obviously, this does mean that if you're standing like next to a light like this in this room, if this room is off, oh, it's writing in the book. Let's go. Even if you're standing like very close to this light, if I am past the border of this room and this room's light aren't on, that means that I will, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna run. That means that you will be draining 100% of your sanity. There won't be any prevention at all. This ghost does not chill. So it wrote in the book, which means it is a mare, demon, or Thay. It's not fast at all, so it's definitely not a Thay. It's normal speed. It's a demon or mare. I would say that this is probably a mare. Is it coming down here? Yes, it is. Oh no, don't kill me. What the fuck? The voodoo doll staring at me. Also, by the way, they made the voodoo doll floppy again. Floppy voodoo doll, and it's even better now. If you haven't already seen the new voodoo doll, you can now clip it inside of objects, and it does some real funny shit. It's so good. They've made it like 100 times more floppy. It's actually amazing. You can... It just gets me every time, man. It's so good. So yeah, you can completely glitch out the voodoo doll now. Just push it inside a wall. Anyway, keep the lights turned on in your hiding spots. We're just... What is the other thing we're looking for? Maybe it is a demon. Maybe we're gonna get UV. Wait a minute. You have writing, and then for mare, it's gonna be Spear Box. Where are you? Ah! Dude, what the fuck, brother? This goes insane. Maybe it is just demon. What the fuck? So obviously when I'm in the dark like this, it is gonna... Oh shit, it's following my night vision. Close the door. Close this door. Hiding in the basement. I'm a sneaky boy. It's interesting that rooms like this aren't considered large with low lighting. It really makes me wonder. Probably every single room. What is the biggest room? Attic? Bleasdale Attic? We have to... If Bleasdale Attic prevents all sanity drain, I think we can, with like 100% certainty, say that there is no sanity drain on any of the small maps. Obviously, there's in the big maps, there's going to be some rooms that have sanity drain, but they're like Bleasdale Attic and maybe Richview Basement. Richview Basement is also very big. This ghost is being insanely annoying right now, by the way. Let's check for UV. Where's my UV light? I'm lost in the salt. Let's grab a crucifix. This shit's annoying. Yeah, we're gonna have to test high school gym, which probably counts. If high school gym doesn't prevent your sanity from draining, I'm gonna lose my mind. Like, that would be ridiculous. Sleepy, thank you for the 24 months. It's so fun when they change a system like this for the better. Like, not to try, I'm not trying to make it seem like the Phasmo devs never change something for the better, because they obviously do, but that is a system we have been dealing with for so long. I think I can actually get the video cam in time, or the photo cam in time to take this photo. Have you ever seen that? Come on, wait. Did I get it? Earth crucifix! I should have waited. I could have totally been in time. I was impatient. Not Grim, thank you for the 10 gifts. Holy shit. Okay. Every time, this is annoying, by the way. This is gonna, like, clash with the sanity system quite a bit. Every time the ghost uses a crucifix, it turns off all the lights in the entire house, which means that if you turn on the light in your hiding spot, you're gonna have to do that again after he uses a crucifix. Now, obviously, I could use sanity pills here or something, but I don't really want to do that. Let me check for fingies. Any fingies? Hello? Stop that shit. It's annoying. Oh. Which door? Which door? Where's my... What the fuck? In here. Oh, yeah, of course it was in here. There's a boner. No thingies. This has got to be a mare. Maybe actually there's orbs in there. Oh, hi. Now I can take the ghost photo. That's a video camera. I can't take pictures with that for some reason. I'll take this too. I probably am too late on that. Yep, I am, but whatever. Okay, let's try Spirit Box. Where are you? Are you here?
A closing.
That's me. Alrighty, a close encounter indeed. We have a mare. So I think I actually got the mare ability there. Well, I got the mare ability right there, that's for sure. Dude, I love the mare ability. I've been getting it a lot more recently. So the mare ability is when it turns off a light right as you turn it on, which I think you can take a picture of that, right? Yeah, you can. So that right there was the mare ability. Anyway, wait, before we go, we have to do one final test, which is going to be a little tricky. So our sanity right now, it's at 22. Let's look at 22, 24 in that range. All right. I am going to run to the garage, turn that light on, and then get the ghost to come over there and loop it around the thing for the entire hunt, and then see what my sanity is afterwards. I need to remove the crucifixes though, because that shit is gonna, like, prevent the ghost from hunting. You piece of garbage! Get it. Don't you dare hunt now. I need to turn on this light first. Don't you dare. Okay. Good stuff. Throw those there, and then we're gonna loop it. So we should still be at 22, 23, something like that. Because I want to see what happens when the ghost starts blinking the room lights. Does that prevent the sanity, or does that stop the sanity prevention? So you start draining sanity again, is what I mean? Or do you still, like, keep all your sanity? Come on, give me a hunt. This is gonna be interesting. I would assume it works, but it would be... Hello? Are you a yokai? What a weird way to run to my location. I guess you're not a yokai. Oh, obviously you're a mare. You did the mare ability. Why did you run that way? It's fine. Loopy doop. This could also be kind of influenced by being close to the ghost, but I don't think being close to the ghost drains your sanity. Like, only ghost events do, and ghost abilities, which the mayor doesn't have a draining ability. So it should be fine. Alright, here we go. So, we should be significantly lower than... Don't do a ghost event, please. Than 22%, if that didn't prevent my sanity from draining. So let's see it. We are... I think that, yeah, that pretty much checks out. So even if you're in the room with a ghost, looping it around the fucking car, running for your damn life, your character fucking doesn't give a shit. No sanity drain whatsoever, as long as you keep those lights on. So that makes it, this was already really important in my opinion, turning on the lights of the rooms you are planning to loop the ghost in, but this makes it even more important because that means that if you turn on those lights, not only will you make it really easy for you to loop the ghost, but you also will prevent any and all sanity from draining, which is just like they've made the sanity system so much better. Like, this is like such a better system than the like weird dynamic system that was completely arbitrary in my opinion. It did it twice. It did the mayor ability twice. That's what it felt like. Alrighty, so now that we've done that, we're gonna do a ballistal test. This is the ultimate light test. We could also do some testing on campsite maps, because the campsite maps are kind of weird. But if I go to Bleastal Attic and my sanity does not drain, that means... unless there's a bigger room out there, which let me know. If you have any questions, by the way, if you think during this video that there's any tests that I should do that I haven't done yet, I would love to hear in the comments so that I can do those tests as well. Because I want to master the new sanity system, which it is a pretty simple system, but as you see, there's quite a few edge cases and they haven't given away everything. You still have to like do some experimenting with it yourself. It's just way more intuitive. Like, what the hell was the old system, man? The dynamic sanity calculation system was so strange. I feel like a lot of people assumed that the sanity system worked like the way it does now from the very beginning, and they were unaware that it was this like really convoluted mess. Hey, welcome Raiders. So we should still be at 100%, obviously, because we have done nothing. We've popped into that room, popped into that room. Now we're gonna run all the way up to the attic, turning on lights along the way. Hallway as well. Bleastal hallway? I would assume this works. But these are large rooms that would be really hard before. There's gotta be some super dark areas up here, right? Yeah, look at this. If this works, I swear to God, if I can sit in complete darkness back here and lose no sanity for 2 minutes, I'm gonna go sicko mode. Let's start the timer. If this works, if this worked right here, this system feels bugged. Like, that's insane. We are so far. Look at the darkness back here. Like, there's no way that should prevent our sanity from dropping, but that's gonna be interesting. So now we just need to make it out of here ASAP. The lights did flicker at one point, so it could have been that the ghost was there. Hopefully not. Hopefully it didn't do some djinn ability or something. Will be wild. Oh my fucking God, this is broken as hell. Dude! Okay, so it is the most forgiving system of all time. Even a room like that, where it's like massive, you're sitting in the darkness somewhere completely hidden. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to see where this ends. Like, does the high school gym work? Like, I would assume at some point the rooms are gonna not count anymore, but it's way more forgiving than I expected. I was expecting that this would like only work in a room that's actually like covered by all of its light, and in some rooms, because they could like they could manually tweak this, right? Like, I feel this new system is so much better. They could just make it like, they could either make it a little smarter and make it like, if you're standing on this portion of the room, you drain this much sanity. If you're standing this far, you drain this much sanity. Like, they could make it that way, which is still way better than the like dynamic calculation. Or they could just like set values for each of the different rooms. Like, this room drains this much sanity, this room drains that much sanity. Because some rooms, I mean, I way rather have the system be forgiving than it be like overly punishing and confusing, to be honest. Like, don't spit that's not the saying, spitting a gifted horse in the mouth. Don't look a gifted horse in the mouth. We've been given this beautiful thing. Do not ruin it. That's not the saying, is it? That one. What do I have? What's my cursed possession? Do I even have one? I'm playing on nightmare mode. I should have one. Maybe it's a Ouija board. I'm not entirely sure. It was a mirror, right? Because I'm not hearing any ghosts. This ghost is being sneaky. It's voodoo doll. That's easy. Let's see, ghost. Aha! It's literally right here. Oh, there's a fan. The fan. Oh no! You have to be careful of that now, because like now that you want to have all the lights on so you preserve your sanity, you might run into what I did a lot more. When you turn on too many lights, the breaker will pop and it will turn off all the lights, obviously, which didn't used to be very much of a problem for me personally, but now that you want like the entire hallway, like you want to light up way more stuff, because you know that if you turn on any light, you're completely safe in that area going forward. Like the lights are so powerful now. This is amazing. And this is also like genuinely a huge buff to something like a mare, because the mare has a way higher chance of breaking lights, which will mean it's gonna make your sanity drain way faster, and it can early hunt if it's in a dark room. So yeah, that's super cool. I love that like indirectly buff the mare. What about candles? So candles, we're gonna have to do some testing as well. I'm first just like, I need to figure out the extent of this system, because the system seems amazing. Like like I know you guys were saying that is broken, CJ fixed it, but I think it works as intended. It's working as intended, and it's just way more clear. Like it just makes so much more sense now. If the lights are on, you're safe. It's just that we are used to the old system that didn't work at all like that. Like the old system, if you were in the dark, you would drain 100% of your sanity, no matter if the light was on. Where are you? Are you here? Are you
close to enough?
Okay, close encounter. It's not freezing. Turn on the lights so we keep our sanity. Up with that dirty water. We don't have Orbeez. We have spirit box. Check. First thing. Can you give us a sign? We're gonna have to grab the writing book and the dots real quick. Alrighty. Let's see. I have this. Yeah, Psycho is on the spirit box as well. But there's a lot of people. There's like, I don't know the exact number, but I think it's around 30 of 30 content creators that have done, oh shit. Voice acting. What's gonna be way more important now, it used to be very important, but you would usually drain more sanity in the old system anyway, so you wouldn't notice as much, but now you're gonna notice way more. You need to like manage your ghost events. Controlling your sanity is way more of a skill than players make it out to be. Like, people always just assume turn on the lights, that's it. No, obviously, we have also told you now about preparing your escape route, preparing the hiding spot light, but also ghost events are a way most ghosts can drain a lot of your sanity. If a ghost event happens and it touches you, that will drain your sanity by 10%. If it's a Banshee and it's a singing ghost event, it'll drain it by 15%. If it is an Oni, it will drain it by 20%. I think those numbers are accurate. So yeah, there's a lot of situation in which ghosts can drop your sanity with ghost events. So what you want to do is you want to try and avoid touching them. If you can't, oh god. What the fuck? I can't hear this ghost at all. This is a fucking murderer. He's a trained killer. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Your sanity does not drop at all if you don't touch the ghost. Very important thing to know. If you do not touch the ghost during a ghost event, it doesn't do anything. Was that slow ghost? That was real weird. I didn't hear anything. Let's see what my sanity is. Was that early? I feel like I was basically in the light the whole time. Wait. Huh? Is there something fishy going on? And don't... Huh? How's my sanity so low? I mean, I know it turned off the break, or I turned off the breaker before. Moroi Spirit Box! Wait a minute. But, wait, that's totally true. Wait, whoa. We gotta test this. And we can't test it because we can just go into any room where the light's on and our sanity will keep draining. It's probably Moroi Curse. And we also got the Spirit Box, right? So let's see. We're gonna sit here with the candle, which the candle only prevents your sanity from draining by 66%. But if you got Moroi Curse, it won't prevent your sanity from draining at all. Oh, it's our... Is it? I'm just gonna wait here for a little bit. I mean, we've only been here for a few... We've only been here for like 1 minute, but let's see. Oh, fuck. Never mind, we're gonna be here for another minute. All right, then. Okay, get me out of here. Let's see. What the hell? You see that green on that? If our sanity is very low now. It didn't sound any faster, though. I don't think this is a Moroi. I think we just got... Yeah. Oh, wait, no, it totally is. Wait, why isn't it fast, though, then? Why is it... I guess 30% the Morois aren't very fast. That's interesting. I'm just gonna go break the pins real quick. And then, like, break the voodoo doll, and then we'll actually be able to test. This is a weird ghost, but it should be... Unless this counts as a room where you don't preserve your sanity, but that wouldn't make any sense. That should... We've done a lot of testing. It doesn't matter on if you're in the dark or the light. It's literally just... are you in a room that has the light turned on? Oh, it's writing! Yes, it is. All right, there you go. Now we grab the voodoo doll. Drop the lighter. Or drop the flashlight. Grab voodoo doll. Fuck. Oh, holy shit, that's cool. Whoa, dude. That's awesome. Run. Oh, no, he's not hunting. Okay, so we're gonna drop our sanity all the way to 0 by just breaking the voodoo doll here. Or voodoo doll. Help! Help! Ah! The arm goes fucking flying, dude. Oh, here we go. Okay, we're at 0% sanity. Wait, the lights turned off for that. Why did the lights turn off? Wait, huh? Why did the lights turn off? I'm confused. Was there a crucifix? Wait, I didn't place a crucifix. Wait, what? Wait, huh? I'm so confused. What happened? Wait, I'm pretty sure I did not place a crucifix in there. What the fuck? I have no idea what just happened. Maybe I did? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. What the hell? Run! Why is the lights turning off? Wait, oh, it turned off the breaker. All right, well, just fucking hunt me already, please. This goes a scary, man. Now we're already at 0 sanity anyway. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's way faster now, dude. That actually makes Morois... Oh, I'm gonna die potentially. But that is a huge... That is finally, after buff after buff after buff for Moroi, we finally have a Moroi nerf. Well, not necessarily a nerf, because the Moroi is still crazy. But we finally have an easier way to tell if it's a Moroi by using the sanity drain. Because there... It was really weird, right? Especially with the new super forgiving sanity drain. There was no way we should have been at 40% sanity right there. Which immediately... Oh, God. Get me out of here. Oh, no. Why do you not stop? Which immediately made us think that it was probably a Moroi. And we were totally correct. So, yeah, let's go. All right. The attic, that was our main test for this hunt right here. We wanted to test if the attic prevent sanity drain. Turns out it absolutely does, no matter where you are. This was a Moroi. Now I think it's time to test high school gym, because that's a good example of a room. Even though it's massive, it still has a ton of light in the room. So maybe the devs were like, well, this room is totally lit up. We're gonna save your sanity in here. Obviously, we also need to check campsite, because campsite, they are it can be a little tricky as well. There's a lot of rooms here where I'm curious how it's gonna work. Maybe they really only did the rooms on Sunny Meadows. That's why we're doing this testing right now. All right, let's see. We got William Barton. We're just gonna grab... Actually, let's grab a smudge stick, because it could be kind of scary for me. If it... Well, I guess it can't really hunt if I'm gonna be at high sanity. So, never mind. It doesn't really matter. Unless it's a crazy-ass ghost, I should be fine. First of all, we need to find the breaker. It doesn't start on. Spicy miso soup, thank you for the sub. No head cam. Whoopsie daisy. I mean... I want to keep the lights on as much as possible, but before we have the breaker, that's not going to be an option. That's one thing. This could actually, like, if you are a headcam enjoyer, average headcam enjoyer, you might not turn on lights where you totally should turn on the lights. Now, luckily, the headcam still totally works, even when you have the light on. But you need to remember that you should turn the lights on. Sailor, thank you for the 32. You should really turn on the lights, because otherwise you're gonna nuke your sanity into the ground. I'm just gonna quickly find the breaker wherever it is. There's the breaker, alrighty. This change is amazing, because the problem, like, it is not just a buff for single player, like the sanity change, but also for multiplayer. Because the problem with multiplayer is that there's always like a few people that have no idea how to preserve their sanity and stay in the light. That will just be like nuking or like dragging down the whole team by making their sanity super low. But now, as a captain of the team, you can make sure that wherever your team is doing stuff, the lights are turned on, and you can just turn on the light, and that will prevent everyone's sanity that is in that room from draining, so you have full control over the drain of your entire team. Which means that if you are maybe playing with some newer players that don't really know how the game works, you can help them out by preventing their sanity from draining. All right, so I'm just gonna take a pill and everything. I can't even, so I'm above 95. I can't take this pill right now. So we're pretty much exactly 95, 97, something like that. I'm going to run. Let's just, I mean, it doesn't, we don't need anything. Let's just run in there. Turn on the lights, and then we're gonna wait in the gym or in the hallway here as well. Like, I really... Like, this is a pretty bright room. If the Bleastal attic works, I feel like a room like this should also work. But we'll see. How bright is the gym? If we turn on this light... That's pretty bright. I wouldn't even be offended if my sanity doesn't, like, still is prevented from draining. But let's find out. We're just gonna sit... I guess we'll sit in the shadow over here. We'll sit in the darkness, complete darkness, in the gym, and test if it works. All right, we're almost there. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this worked. Let's see. So that was 2 minutes sitting in the darkness in the gym, which was the room everyone was asking about. It might just be hallways, but let's find out. This could. I would be not very surprised if this didn't work. Let's pause the timer. We should be at 95, right? 95 should be our sanity. And we pretty much. Wait a minute. This could. We still need to know. Okay, we did drop some sanity there, but not enough. Like they said, maybe the patch notes. I was confused by these patch notes. Large rooms with a lot of dark areas will drain 80% of the sanity drain rate if the room light is on. I feel like that was not 80%, but that was like 20%. Maybe they like wrote this wrong and it's actually supposed to say 20% drain. I feel like the devs are notorious for writing things poorly. So you know what? We're gonna have to do science on this because we need to figure this out. This is very, very, very important. So what we're gonna do now is we're at around 88 to 90. We're gonna take a perfect example. We're gonna stand in the shadows, we're gonna turn off this light, stand in this room for exactly 2 minutes so we have a baseline, and then we're gonna compare it to 2 minutes in a large room. So let's turn this off. I'm gonna turn this off and immediately... There we go. We're gonna have 2 minutes in darkness, and we'll see how much that drains. All right, we need to be out here exactly at 2 minutes. And go. All right, so that was exactly 2 minutes flat that we were in that room. I'm assuming outside the sanity doesn't drain. That would be ridiculous, especially in this truck. How much did that drain? That drained our... Okay, wait a minute. So no, it is correct then. That drained our sanity by around like 5 to 7%, something like that. So 2 minutes only drains your sanity by like 8% total, or then not even 8%, like 5, 6. I mean, I guess it's between 80 and 84, right? It's just hard to know exactly because the sanity is like going up and down, which, by the way, I see a lot of new people will be confused by this. This like going up and down. Sometimes I'll like watch a big YouTuber play Phasmo for the first time in like a year, and they'll go like, while you're standing in the truck, my sanity goes up. Dude, look at this. You can just get your sanity back by standing in the truck. That's not at all how this works. The sanity that you see on this chart is literally just a random like offset compared to your actual sanity. So there is an actual number, and what it shows you here is just like a little random range around it. So you're just like, as long as you watch this for a while, note what is the minimum range, note what's the max number you see, take the average of those numbers, boom, you found your sanity. So in this case, 82 is probably our sanity, because the lowest we see is 80, the highest we see is 84, so it should be slap in the middle, 82. And before we saw between 88 and like 90, something like that. So that means we drained around like 7% sanity, 7% sanity, something like that. I would say probably close to 8. So it drains around 4% sanity per minute. That is really not that much, which is like pretty much the same as the gym, slightly higher. So indeed, it is correctly written in the patch notes. If you're in a room that is large, I think this is not necessarily large rooms with, I guess they are saying it correctly. Large rooms with lots of dark areas will drain 80%. And the gym is an example of that. So the gym is indeed considered a large room. Now, any other rooms we're confused about? I would say, obviously, the hallways here, the entrance here are all going to be considered large rooms. I do want to see, so we're at 80% now, or 82. I want to see if a classroom prevents your sanity from draining, because that's actually, like, imagine it does. Imagine it's considered large. That would be really silly. Like, I'm not going to be doing an individual test for every single room. I just want to get, like, a general feeling for it. So let's, do we have a light in here? We do. This, I mean, I'm assuming this is just gonna work, but we're gonna have to do the testing. This is how it works. Alrighty, there we go. Another 2 minutes. Boom. So let's see. That should have mostly. So we were at 82, around 82. Obviously, while walking in and out, we're gonna drop a little bit more sanity. So it should have. If we're like around 80, it didn't drain our sanity, which I assume it won't. I assume this is gonna just show us the same number. Yeah, there you go. So it doesn't drain, but that's like in large maps, the small rooms still prevent your sanity from draining, but it seems like let's test this room. Because I think this is the golden standard, right? This room is so incredibly bright. Like this entrance room here. I mean, I guess that, no, it has a lot of dark areas. What would be the brightest large room possible? I feel like this, how bright is a hallway? Yeah, a hallway, definitely. So any room that is very large, like this, is gonna drain your sanity as long as there's like dark spots in that room. And for small rooms, that just doesn't work the same way. So for something like Bleasdale, any small map, basically, even if it has large rooms, those rooms are not considered large rooms. But anyway, now that we've done our testing, we haven't even found the ghost at all. This ghost has not made any noise. What is our cursed possession? Maybe we can make some. Oh god, we're gonna die here. Let's see it. Oh my god. I fucking hate you. I get my sanity back. We're at 100%. I'll also close this real quick. Yeah, you're stuck in the room now. That doesn't help me at all. Oh, well, there goes my sanity. That's actually amazing. I don't mind losing my sanity because now we can find the ghost during the hunt. Hopefully it's not going to be something too crazy. Just select shade and leaves. I mean, it could be a ghost in like a classroom. But it would have rang the phone, right? It's actually pretty rare for a ghost to be this quiet. But it helped us with our testing. All right, where are you, ghosty friend? I don't hear anything. I could totally die here. Oh! There it is. It's there? Oh, he's coming. Oh, Lord, he's coming. Is he? I don't see anything. Hello? Why is the light blinking? Is this a... Oh, my God! Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, it's fast. Ah! Oh, my God, it stopped hunting. I don't think that was necessarily a fast ghost. I think that was just because I had line of sight with it for so long. Oh, boy. We're gonna... It came from here somewhere. All these doors are kind of open. Oh, it's probably back here. Oh, wait. Oh, no. It comes out of that room. Okay, okay, okay. That's perfect. That's perfect. We can hide. We can hide. We can hide. I think we can make this. We go all the way at the back. Okay, so it's in the very back room at the right. It's gonna... I mean, we have sanity pills, right? We can take them and then set up our equipment, but it's gonna take a little bit. All right, finally. We have everything. Now let's see. Are you still here? Please still be here. You write in the book? You did not write in the book. What temperature is it? I mean, -7 degrees. All right, we got freezing. Fingies. I mean, I don't have to check that later. Can't be Goreo, luckily. Right, and we're gonna get instant Orbeez. That was a throw. Good EMF. Nothing. Like, I would say that, like, it just feels weird that they have... I feel like they should have done a slightly more hands-on system than this. Like, yes, it's really neat how, like, easy this works. Like, just small room, lights on, no sanity drain. Big room, lights on, 80% sanity drain. However, 80% sanity drain is a crazy high number. Like, that means that... I mean, I guess you still should turn on the lights, but it doesn't... Like, in a room like this, if I'm standing... Like, there's a lot of light in this room. I feel like it should be closer to 50% rather than 80%. That's just my opinion. Like, obviously, this system, even with that, like, super punishing... It's just like, if you're looking for the ghost room on a big map, that means that while you're looking for that ghost room, you're draining sanity super fast. And then once you actually find the ghost room, there's no sanity drain anymore. So just kind of, it's a little weird. All right, can you give us a sign? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? Where are you? What are we dealing with here? Definitely not a... maybe? It's definitely not a Revenant. Revenant would have been faster there. Faster and simultaneously also slower. It's probably Fingies, maybe? Can you do anything? Are you a shade? I would actually... Maybe it hasn't rang the phone a single time. I think it actually is a shade. It hasn't rang the phone a single time during all our testing. No Fingies either. This has gotta just be writing. It's writing or like EMF 5 or something. I'm actually fairly confident. It's like, what? This goes... Oh, never mind. I'm fairly wrong. Odie? No way. It's gotta be Ure, right? I am actually completely incorrect. I would like to apologize. Imagine this is an Oni. I'm gonna lose it. All right, well, we're gonna try and get a hunt because obviously we can easily tell the difference between these ghosts during a hunt. But we're just gonna have to pray that the tarot cards are gonna give us something nice, and we obviously also need to prepare a smudge stick. Alrighty, please give me a death card or something. That's nice. Maybe writing from that? Oh, no, it can't be because we already got the evidence. Go on. No! Come on, please. Give me a death card. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to guess. If this is an Oni that never rang the fucking phone and never did any interaction nor ghost event when I was in that room for like 5 minutes, I'll just be wrong. I'll just be wrong, and I'll just say, like, flip off the Oni, because, like, you are pathetic. I'm just gonna say you're, like, we would have to wait for so long before we would be hunted. Like, you drain 4 sanity per minute, we'd have to wait at least 10 minutes before we'd even be, like, close to hunting range. Come on, man. Yeah, it was a year. All right, luckily the logic prevails. Okay, so now we want to do some testing on the campsites, I think, next. Or let's do small campsite, because that could be interesting. Like, if the campfire now actually prevents your sanity from draining, that would be pretty huge. Alrighty, what do we got? We have Georgia Birch. This could be very interesting, because these are, like, large rooms. I wonder how they did this. Let's see, I'll just grab the normal items. They're slender. No slendy. So we're gonna turn on, because these maps were notorious for not preventing your sanity from draining at all, basically. Which was really annoying. I would be very happy if this actually prevents my sanity from draining. Like, sitting right here, I think we're gonna, well, we don't need to turn on the campfire because the campfire is not gonna matter. Right? Maybe it does. Because this is a pretty small area, right? Like this, it's an extremely bright, small area, but let's first test the campfire with the campfire being off for 2 minutes real quick. Isn't that crazy, people out there? That, like, when it's hot, they just go to, like, the freezer and then they just, like, eat an ice cube. They just go crunch, crunch. There's gotta be people out there that do that, right? Your teeth are so sensitive. That's bad for your teeth. It's just hard water. Oh, no! No, 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 no. We're doing an experiment. Lady, please! No! You touched me, you piece of shit! All right, we're gonna have to see. How much did that drain my sanity? Wait, that is pretty, I feel like it doesn't, well, we're gonna have to do this test again. That is an insanely high spike. Okay, well, let's take the sanity pill. God damn it, lady, you ruined my test. We're gonna have to reset the timer, do it all again, and then, like, hopefully we'll not have that happen. Oh, EMF 5. The EMF 5 guitar. All right, maybe this is annoying. The ghost is gonna be here constantly, but I'm gonna try it one more time. How often do ghost events, right? Come on, chill out. The bonfire count is through. Maybe the bonfire is the main room lights. Imagine. Actually, well, let's see. I should be at night. Let's just do this test first. Fuck, I have to reset the timer. Let's do this test first, and then we'll do it with the campfire, because that would be very interesting. That would be no! If I stay away, I shouldn't drain sanity. Dude, this ghost is making my testing impossible. We're gonna have to reset the fucking timer every time. Let's see. That didn't drain my sanity, right? You see that? That is a great example. If you avoid the ghost event, you don't lose any sanity. So that's how you can get lots of ghost events while still keeping your sanity high, by just not touching the ghost. It's really important. All right, here we go. Please be calm, ghost. I love how they fucking set this up so you can't get up there. No! 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 We almost made it. Okay, I think we're fine. Yes. All right, perfect. The lights just turned off, but we were in the light and no ghost event the whole time. What is our sanity? I think it didn't drain sanity, dude. Like, I think we found the rule. The rule is any small map, 100% sanity prevention. If you are in a small map, no matter the size of the room that you're in, your sanity will be not draining at all. As long as it's a small map. As soon as you go to a medium map, or a large map, obviously, such as Sunny Meadows, any room that is like a hallway, or a cafeteria, or a gym, or an entrance, something like that, they will prevent your sanity. Now, let's just figure out this ghost, because I need to do what I want to do. Like, what is the smallest, largest room on a big map? That's the question. Something like Sunny Meadows entrance, maybe? Or like the Sunny Meadows Chapel is extremely bright. It would be like pretty bullshit in my opinion if the Sunny Meadows Chapel still drains your sanity. I mean, I guess that's gonna be how it works. Entrance and Chapel on Sunny Meadows are good examples, maybe. Alright, we're getting... So we had EMF 5, right? But first we gotta do some testing. Can you do another ghost event so we can do this real quick? Hide the timer. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Alright, it's gonna be a little difficult. Let's grab... We should have had the writing book in here. That was a little silly. We could just get a hunt. Maybe that'll work. Maybe it'll be bad. Let's check. These... That is a nice little buff for campsites. Because a campsite map is usually... Or like... Camp Woodwind, in my opinion, on casual play is very difficult. Because it's hard to know what the ghost rooms are. Where? Because, like, everywhere it's cold. Like, it's so annoying. I mean, I guess I could check in these rooms, but I don't think... Yeah, so even in here, it's 10 degrees. The breaker's been on this whole time. Like, it's so annoying. And it makes sense because, like... Immersion-wise, like, how would it be possible that turning on the breaker warms up the outside, right? That doesn't make any sense. So, they decided that it just doesn't warm up, but it just makes the game so much harder. It did something, nothing really happened. All right, whatever. I'm just gonna grab a smudge. Is this ghost being annoying? And then what's our cursed possession? Is it gonna be tarot cards again? Please no. It's not tarot cards. You don't even have to have the campfire on. The campfire is not considered the main light in this room. The main light's just the hallway light, or the top light. Music box, maybe? No music box? Monkey paw? Let's see. Monkey paw? Alrighty. I wish the ghost was trapped. Nice. Let's see. Did it lock anything? Oh, you're in here. Hi there. Aha, it's made a huge mess in here, and it's cold in here. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. We're gonna have to quickly set up in there. We got 60 seconds, and then we're gonna get hunted. Go, 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 go. Road. Pepper, thank you for this. 6 months. Here. Dude, this room is so bright. Holy fuck. Can we get Orbeez? I think I'm just gonna have to grab this. It's gonna hunt any second. Wait, where's the smudge? There. Okay, I think we should be fine. All right, come on, ghost. Kill me. Oh, it's running in the book. Man, that's so loud. Writing. Okay, so we're gonna test for miling then. We'll turn this off. Oh, here we go. Miling? Miley? Miley. I don't hear shit. Definitely Miley. Dude, you're creepy. They're planning to change this map, by the way. They're gonna add better hiding spots to it. Please leave me alone. I'm done. Alrighty, easy peasy. That was a Miling. We're still figuring out the ghost, even though we're mostly doing testing, because I just want to play the game as well. Now, I think this is... If you have any more experiments, please let me know in the comments down below. But I think if we do the Sunny Meadows testing, because, like, if... I'm assuming the sanity is still gonna drain in both those rooms, at which point it's just... If it's a large room and a large map, the sanity will always drain. If it's a... in a small map, the sanity will never drain, and that's basically the rule. It's a very simple rule, which will be very easy to remember if there's not many side... Wait, what would actually be really interesting is the difference between Sunny Meadows Restricted and Sunny Meadows Big One. Wait a minute. Like, what if we do... Would that be different? I would assume it's not different, but now I'm kind of... Let's do the small map. Because if the small map still prevents your sanity from draining, then I guess Sunny Meadows is just an, an outlier from the rule. You gotta, the rule confirms the exception, or the exception confirms the rule. I don't know if that's a Dutch saying or like a general saying. I think it's a Dutch saying. It just doesn't matter. Just turn on the breaker. We're gonna have to find the breaker as well, though. That sucks. It's an English one too. I'm frozen. All right. Well, first we gotta find the breaker. It's a general saying. Oh, it's just literally right here. Okay, so we're at 100% sanity. We turn this on. I mean, I would assume my sanity, maybe? I mean, this is a pretty bright room. It's just because the light, this is what I was talking about with terrible lights in Phasmo. Like, look how stupid this light is. It's turned on, like, perfectly, but it doesn't even reach the floor. Like, the floor is still just completely pitch black, even though the light for the entrance is turned on. Like, that is so dumb. But anyway, let's just sit here for, let's start the timer. Alrighty. I mean, that should be enough. We should be able to see something right now. Let's see it. Now, the thing you have to keep in mind is that on big maps, well, this... Wait! No fucking way. Wait. I have to compare this to big map. Wait a minute. It doesn't drain your sanity? Okay, let's quickly... Wait, this is the plot that is thinking. Imagine it's different between the big and small map. Let's quickly also test... Wait, how would it even work for the chapel? Because the chapel doesn't have a light source, does it? Wait, oh, the chapel probably doesn't work then, right? Maybe? I mean, the chapel, there's no light switch in the chapel. That's just, I mean, we're doing the science, we might as well finish it. We might as well do it properly. Let's just do it for real. Wait, there's already 2 minutes. We were playing with the voodoo doll. All right, let's see. I'm assuming that's gonna... Because, like... I mean, it depends. I don't know how the devs have coded it, because there's no light switch in that room. So if it's purely based on if a light switch is turned on, then that room cannot prevent your sanity. And it didn't. So yeah, there you go. It didn't prevent our sanity from draining. And you can see, because that was because we're on a small map, the sanity drain is like pretty much double as high. Which is so, like, obviously on a big map with the bigger rooms and the less sanity prevention, you will drain sanity still. But they have made it so that on big maps, you only drain sanity at the 50% rate compared to small maps, which is something a lot of people don't realize. And also, on top of that, sorry, if you're playing single player, you actually drain sanity slower than in multiplayer, which is kind of weird. So yeah, there's a few edge cases that a lot of people probably don't even know. Or at least that's what it used to be like. I assume it's still like that. So yeah, in single player, you actually have a little bit more sanity. I would really quickly want to test, like, if that actually works, like, if large Sunny Meadows drains sanity, but small doesn't, that would be so weird. Oh, let's go! The breaker's right here, right? Nice. Okay, so we're on big Sunny Meadows now. Turn on the light and test it again. I mean, if this doesn't work the same way, it's very confusing. Alrighty, there we go. Let's see. If this drains my sanity, I'm gonna lose my mind. There's no way, right? It didn't. Okay, so that does make it more confusing, though. Because that means there's, like, an arbitrary cutoff point where a room is considered big. So, now, okay. Now I have to... I know we're getting lost in the sauce here, but I have to test prison entrance as well. If, like, prison entrance, is that gonna also prevent my sanity? Or is that, like, the cutoff point? Like, where does it end? I don't know, man. Yeah, look, I mean, it's very well lit. I mean, there's a pretty dark area here. This is one of the best lit rooms that is also big. Let's just stand in the shadows here and see. Alrighty, there we go. So that is 2 minutes in the entrance on prison. Let's see. I would assume... I mean, you can see... It's pretty dark in the middle right there, so it's probably not gonna work, but then it's like... That's the one thing. I don't like the inconsistent behavior of this. Yeah, there you go. So it did drain my sanity. And you can also see right there that it drains your sanity way less on big maps. So yeah, it's a bit confusing. We're obviously not going to be able to test all of the different maps and all of their, like, the way their sanity drain works. But it seems to be most of the time, I think Sunny Meadows entrance is gonna be like a pretty big exception. I feel like obviously cell blocks are big, cafeteria is big, the hallway here is big, like all those. The entrance here is considered big, which like the entrance in prison is pretty much the exact. I mean, it's I guess slightly bigger than the entrance in Sunny Meadows, but not that much. So yeah, I think that's. I just wanted to do a few final tests there at the end, but I think that's where we're gonna call the sanity testing video. So let me do a quick summary for those that weren't paying attention to 100% all the time. So basically, TLDR, turn on the light in your room, and you don't lose any sanity unless you're on a big map, like a large map. If the room that you're in is big, you will still lose sanity. That's basically the rule of thumb. If you're on a big map and you're in a small room, you will still prevent your sanity. Now, there's a few edge cases. It is only the big light, only the room light. If there's rooms such as Tanglewood that have like these like extra lights, these standing lights that you can flick on, those don't prevent your sanity from draining at all. It has to be the main light. So if the main light breaks, you are screwed in that room. Now, additional tips. Turn on the light in your hiding spot, because during a hunt, if the light is on in the room, even if the ghost is hunting, it doesn't drain your sanity at all. Even if you're looping the ghost in a room with the light on, so the light is blinking all the time and you're in the ghost or with the ghost in the same room, it still doesn't prevent your, or it still doesn't drain your sanity at all. So it's literally turn on the light and you won't lose any sanity as long as the room is not too big and you're on a big map. And it seems like no matter the size of the room, as long as it's a small map, unless it's Sunny Meadows, obviously, because Sunny Meadows is like a big map and a small map at the same time. But any small map, even Camp Woodwind, if you're in the light, no matter how big the room, such as Bleasdale Attic, still works. You won't lose any sanity. So yeah, we've done a lot of testing. I'm pretty happy with how it works out. And now you know as well how the new system works. I think it's a way better system, way more consistent. Even though there's still a few inconsistencies here and there, it's way more consistent than the weird dynamic system we used to have that was super confusing and they constantly had to tweak because it wasn't working as intended. So yeah, I'm super happy with this. I hope you understand it. Let me know if you have any more questions, if you think there's anything more we should test. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. And if you want to join the lovely gamers here in chat, you can join us over at twitch.tv/Insim or click the link in the description down below. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.